Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Operation Aftermath. This is Derspot, and I am playing the German player. We are here in turn 14, 14.1, the Germans. And things are not looking so good around the board. It's looking more and more and more and more like an Allied victory. But well, that stopped me from making my way into the heart of the Russian, it was formerly Russia and is now the part of the Third Reich. So I got to make more money to be able to hold off the Allies on the Western Front. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right. Well, we'll start with some tech. One of my major factories was bombed, so I only have 3 techs this round. So we're going to go for radar at a 7 or better. It's an 11, so that moves to stage 3. We're going to go for heavy armor, and we need an 8 or better to complete this tech. That's a 5. That's too bad. I was going to buy some tigers, but it's fine. And then improve logistics at a 7 or better. Nope. So that goes to 2. All right. On to my purchases. With that in mind, I will not be purchasing any tigers. All right. So, we have $69 to spend this turn. We're going to send 6 of it on some removing the 6 damage from the factory, which will be completed at the end of the turn. We're going to send 6 to send the Japanese, hopefully a medium armor. It's going to get interdicted. I should have looked that up beforehand. 69 minus 6. Just realizing I didn't look up the rules for that, so we'll have to do that later. We're going to spend 13 on a heavy air transport and an infantry. So that puts us down to 44. A jet for 12. 32. Let's see. 10 on 2 militia upgrades and 3 militia. So that puts us down to 22. 2 Panzer Grenadiers for 8. 2 Elite Airborne for 6. With 8 left, we're just gonna spend that and then lend-lease $1 to the Spanish. So hopefully that's all right. And if it's not, I won't spend this extra dollar in the Spanish. All right, on to combats. As you can see with my dice set up here, I've got a few of those this turn. I have 6 total. So the first one is going to be taking this medium bomber without any escorts, and it's going to go fly and attack Smolensk's airfield to attempt to stop these planes, the fighter and the jet, from scrambling into here. As far as I can tell in the rules, you can't scramble into 2 different combats, so if he scrambles just one up to this combat and then misses with the one, then the other one won't be able to scramble into this combat. So he has elected to just scramble both of them and hope that they hit, just to kill him, because I don't think you can scramble into both combats. All right. On to the next one. We've got everything in Podlachia is going to go into southern Belarusia. The stuff that can blitz, which is 1 Panzer Grenadier and 1 advanced mech, as long as I kill it in the first 2 rounds of combat, are going to blitz into Orel Kursk, given the opportunity. Next, we're going to go down to Donetsk Kuban, and I have foregone Transcaucasia. I cannot allow this to move forward, so we have to let it be, at least for now, sadly, and I really don't need the Allies coming at me this way. So into Turkey, which immediately aligns after I take ground unit at the end of my non-combat phase. So this whole card is going to move up 1 to Donut's Kuban, minus a single elite airborne. Actually, we're going to 2 elite airborne behind. Just realized that I should have done that, so that gets rid of 1 additional one of these. Okay. And then everything that can blitz out of this card, which is Panzer, Advanced Mech, the 4 mechs, and the 6 medium armor, are going to be blitzing into Orel Kursk. Joining them in Orel Kursk, this transport plane is going to pick up an elite airborne and fly in there into Orel Kursk. This infantry is going to move 1 and fly, just go in, walk in there. The heavy air transport is going to pick up both elite airborne here and attack it. The strategic bomber in Kyiv is going to move 1, 2, 3, pick up this elite airborne, 4, 5, and drop him off into there. And then, like I said, everything that can blitz out of there, which is not these, and not these 4. So, yeah, we're just going to put that there. Okay, and then on to my 5th combat, I have 4 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 AAA, and then all my planes in both Western and Paris are going to attack Normandy again. So I'm not even, I'll move my ground units, but I'm not going to move my planes. So I am attacking with and 1 advanced mech. And an air AAA, I know it doesn't attack at all, but it's going in there for the inevitable counteroffensive. Alright. And then, oh yeah, 6 is my seaplanes coming out to kill these subs. Attempt to hit a sub. Eventually, it will happen. Hopefully. Okay. And that's all my combat. Oh, this tactical bomber is also flying in here. And I forgot, I am moving 1 jet from Western Germany. It can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with long-range aircraft and the airbase, it can move 6, so it will be able to land in eastern Ukraine. So, those are my combats, and I'm sticking to them. Alright, so he has elected to scramble both his jet and his fighter out of Smolensk, and then my medium bomber actually gets a 1 in intercept. So, we're going to roll that out. We're going to roll from my medium bomber at a 1. Nope. And then he's got his fighter at a 3. No. And his jet at a 5. No. Okay. So those nothing hit, so it moves on to the airfield. I automatically get the hit, so it's 1d6. That's 3 damage on there. 3 damage on that airfield. And then we'll see if the AAA takes out my medium bomber. It does not. Woohoo. Alright. We'll keep on this great luck so far. Alright. Next, we're going into southern Belarusia with a Panzer Grenadier, 1, 2, 3, 4 advanced mechs, and an infantry. I guess I could have set my jet in there as well, because it can blitz. But I didn't declare that, so I'm not going to. So we've got 5 at 4 and 1 at 2 versus his 1 at 2. So there's my hit, and of course he hit. Alright, I'll lose the infantry. And he'll lose his militia, and that takes that. So the 3 advanced mechs will be staying behind in southern Belorussia. And these 2 will be able to blitz into Uralkursk. Alright. Next we've got our next attack. So we both have an artillery in there. We're going to delete this. Alright. Let's get rid of all this excess dice laying around. Okay. So we've both got an artillery in there. 1 at 3 for both of us. I should have specified who was who, but it doesn't matter anyways. Okay. And then I've got 4 elite airborne, 4 mechanized infantry at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 elite airborne is bumped up to 4 with the artillery, so that's 1 at 4. And then I've got my Panzer Grenadier and advanced mech. So I've got 3 at 4, 7 at 3, and then 6 at 6. So, and then 1 at 2 for my 1 at 2 for my motorized. Okay, and then he's got his motorized, 2 militia, and artillery. So that didn't hit. We've got our 7 at 3. 1, 2 hits, so he'll lose his 2 militia. Yep, 2 militia. Then I've got my 3 at 4. There's the rest. Okay, and then we'll just roll my, so this doesn't roll again, so it's dead. And then 6 at 6, this green one doesn't count. Alright, 1 more hit. So he's got his 3 at 4, or 2 at 2, and 1 at 4, sorry. 2 at 2, because he's got the 2 militia, and 1 at 4 for the motorized, and the artillery had already fired. So all this dies, and I take no casualties, so I have 4 elite airborne left in Donetsk Kuban. Alright. Next, this, so everything that can blitz does, and we have all this other stuff. So we'll get all the stuff that is not a part of the actual battle over here. So we've got 4 at 4 for those for the 2 Panzers and 2 advanced mechs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 elite airborne at 4 or at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 mechs at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 total at 3. I've got my 1 at 2 from the infantry that walked up from eastern Ukraine. And then I've got 6 medium armor and a tactical bomber and a jet. He's got in there, he's got 2 at 3 first strike, so I'm going to roll those before I forget. Okay, I will lose an elite airborne and an infantry. Alright. And then he's got his AAA, which will fire in a bit and decimate my whole Air Force. He's got 3 militia at 2. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry at 4. 6, 7, 3 motorized, that adds it up to 10. And then 4 T-34s at 5 with a target selected at 1. So these have fired already, so we'll try and remember not to shoot those again. All right, we've got our remaining 7 at 3. 1, 2 hits, so he will lose his AAA. And 1 militia. All right. And then I've got 4 at 4. It's a 10, nothing. Okay. Now let's get rid of the rest of these dice quick. And then 6 at 6. Start hitting here. This is the worst I've rolled. I rolled it out a few times and I did fairly fairly well every time, but not this time, of course. So that's 2 more hits, so he'll lose this other 2 militia. Got 1 at 7. 1 hit. Lose an artillery. And 1 at 8. And that's his other artillery. Alright, so these have fired, so they go away. And then he's got his 2 artillery gone. And then so here are his anti-aircraft gun shots. 1 hit. So I will lose my air transport. Unsure if that would have killed one of my airborne, but I know it kills my airborne on the first round, so that's dead. But I will lose it. And then he's got 10 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then his one's at 5. Oh, 3 more hits. Perfect. This is by far the worst I've rolled. I'll lose an advanced mech. Gosh, that's so annoying. Okay, so he has lost his militia, his AAA. That's so bad. Oh, I'm an idiot if I keep going. I can't believe how poorly I rolled. Every time I rolled this beforehand. Alright, well. I'm going to go ahead and retreat. I will be retreating to I guess southern Belorussia. I have to go here. Ugh. Alright, that'll be, I mean, that's all I can do here. So, wow. That I took out basically nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I just rolled poorly, or I really rolled really well the other times I rolled it out. All right. Well, that's that. I will be retreating everything that's left, which are 6 medium armor and 2 Panzer Grenadiers and an advanced mech to Eastern Ukraine. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have really much of another choice, along with the jet, because it can't land anywhere else. Okay. It's really bad, guys. Okay, let's go take Normandy back. So we've got 3 at 2. Oh, I got my artillery as well. So here's my artillery shot. Nope. And then my boosted infantry. Nope. And my advanced mech. Nope. 6 fighters. 2, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fighters. And then 2 jets. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Here's his aircraft shots. Hit all threes. Do it. Okay. And then 5 at 4. 3 hits, so I'll lose the 3 non-boosted in the artillery. Or no, I don't lose the artillery. Okay, so this dies 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 left. Okay. 2 at 3 and 1 at 4. 6 at 6. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 at 8. Dead. Okay, and then 2 at 4. Alright, well, I take it back with a advanced mech, a AAA, and an infantry. Okay. Alright guys, I'm stalling out here. Alright, let's see here. And then the seaplane, I got 1 shot at 3. No. Alright. Well, I mean, there's just nothing you can do when this gets healed. Non-combat. We need to do this. We're going to move this infantry from Tarita into eastern Ukraine. This infantry from southern Ukraine into eastern Ukraine. Both these infantry from Kyiv into eastern Ukraine. This medium bomber went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goes to central Romania. The tactical bomber went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just going to land in eastern Ukraine as well. Not put all our eggs in one basket here. That's going to land there. The heavy air transport went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lands there. And that's not. Where'd my transport plane died. The strategic bomber will go back to central Romania. It has the movement of a god. The Cav will move to Podlachia. These are here. We're going to move 1 infantry, 1 advanced mech, and 1 artillery to Lapland. We're going to move 2 of my Panzer Grenadiers from Western into Picardy. We're going to pick up this transport. We're going to pick up 2 infantry. We're going to drop them into Helsinki. And then this transport's going to go into port here in Latvia. The cavalry is going to move to Picardy from the Netherlands. The 2 Panzer Grenadiers are going to move to Podlachia. Where are they? Yeah, they'll go there. This AAA is going to move from Western Germany and rail to Paris, so that's 3 of my 4 rail movements. We'll leave Paris as is for planes, and Western as is for planes. I'm looking at my notes over here. Okay, place units. We are going to attempt to get this medium armor to Japan. We gotta figure out how to interdict. D12 is rolled for any sub or aircraft on the map. Roll a 1d12. The player attempting interdiction rolls another. There are no die modifiers. If the interdicting player rolls higher than the player tracing the supply path, the delivery is eliminated. Okay, so I'm not sure if I can rail this over through Normandy and leave out of this port. So we're just going to assume I have to leave from here, and we will go up and around like we did last time, and it's the same supply path as before. So this time we will have to get past the Soviet sub and this FEC sub. I don't know if the Soviets would like to interdict or not. I'm sure the FEC does. So we're going to roll as if I have to leave Western Germany. So, and then and roll as if the shoot, I was going to change the color. All right. So this sub will interdict here. Germany is black, Britain is brown. So I have a higher roll, so it makes it through that sub. Now we got to go see if it can make it through this Soviet sub, because there are no other subs or anything in the way. So we're going to assume the Soviets would like to interdict, so we're going to do that. The Soviets will be this British color. So if the Soviets would like to interdict, it will stop this medium tank from reaching Honshu. If they do not, I will roll for the FEC. Obviously, Germany's still black. All right, so the Soviets have the choice as to whether or not the Japanese live another day or not. So I will I will message him before I post this and see if he would like to interdict the lend-lease of a medium armor to Japan. Okay, and then we get this into here. And then we've got a bunch of other stuff. All right. So the two of the infantry are militia upgrades. Both of those are going into Paris. And one militia is being placed into Paris. And then an infantry and an artillery are being placed into Paris at the factory. The 2 lead airborne will be placed down here in central Romania. The 2 Panzer Grenadiers will be placed in western Germany. The jet will be placed in western Germany. The heavy air transport and infantry. Infantry will be. No, it'll go here. And then the two remaining militia. One will go into Kola. One will go into Helsinki. That can't happen. I did that once before. So it'll go into eastern Ukraine. All right. Okay. Let's roll my national. Oh, I forgot the Spanish recruitment or the Spanish random event. Let's roll that. Pull it up here quick. Please let me look at it. It's loading. Let's roll my recruitment rolls first. So we've got, well, it loads up. For whatever reason, it's taking an hour. We've got our recruitment roll. It's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of course. All right, and then here's the Italian Lend-Lease recruitment roll. That's a hit, so we will add a militia here and a militia in Madrid, and then we will roll. We'll use the German one to upgrade this militia to an infantry. So that's that. All right, it's pulled up finally. Where's it at? There it is. All right, and here's the random event. 9. Fascist if number 8 is rolled. France may no longer attempt to Lend-Lease roll. Attempt to. All right. Oh wait, it was a 9. France is no longer needs to beat Germany on a D12 to provide Lend-Lease to the. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. France is no longer a thing. So that is where we're at. In there. We will go to, oh, I need to adjust income. So I went up nothing here, of course. And then I went up 1 here. Against the Russians. Ugh. And then 1 here against the British. All right. So I've gone up 3 total. 1, 2, 3. Russians go down 1, 2, and Britain goes down 1. Okay, that is that. So we'll collect income. We get 66 plus 6 is $72. Doesn't seem quite right, but that's what I got. So, all right. Oh shoot. Originally I was going to buy a heavy cruiser, or advance my heavy cruisers, but I did not. So, yeah. Okay. We will see you back here for turn 15, as long as we're continuing with the Japanese out of the game. But yeah, we will see you back here for turn 15. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.